on yourself personally, so have I, and on all of our clients as well.
Yeah, these are, and you can order these from Follica.com. They're not hugely expensive, and they are the Babyliss Pro Nano Titanium rollers. So if you take a look, you get 12. Yeah, you get 12 in there. They're all the same size, and you get some pins, and they are Velcro on the inside. And even today, before I came, I set my hair in these before I came out. So just to give that little bit of a curl and a swing to your hair. Every single hairstyle I do on one of our bridal clients, I start with these. It conditions the hair and gives you a little bit of swing and bounce so that when you do curl and pin it, it gives you a nice finish. It finishes the cuticle. So what does that mean, finishing the cuticle? So when you blow dry your hair, if it has like a coarse kind of texture to it, if you put the rollers in and then do your hair afterwards, basically just gives you a smoother finish and gives you a little bit of bounce at the root. So it is important. I know it's an extra step, but if you want to have the look that we're famous for our bridal clients, I do not start any hairstyle unless I have set the hair in these first before I even start.
Yeah, it really smooths out the hair follicle.
Yeah.
So like with me, it's really I have frizzy hair and really curly hair, like tight ringlets, and this will give me like big, smooth, sexy, voluminous hair. It's like a bombshell look. Love these.
And they retail, they're very reasonable. They're at Follica.com. I think they're like $50.
Yeah, and you know, when I want to have my hair really big, voluminous, I have 2 sets at home. I do one on my own head, and I actually roll a couple of my extensions, and I leave that aside, and then I take them out of the extensions and pin those into my hair.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so instead of curling this with a curling iron, instead of curling the extensions with a curling iron, I put rollers in it. So then all of the all my hair gives that like the same kind of big loose curl.
Yeah, it makes sense. Your hair's not curly. You're not clipping in straight extensions. So that's a great way of doing it. So pick up 2 sets as well, especially if you have really heavy hair. You might need 2. This is a very odd contraption. So Harp turned me onto this, and I was not a believer. And I'm like, I like to back home.
Believer or beaver?
Believer.
Beaver.
Oh, whatever.
So scrap.
Yeah, start again. All right, Harp turned me onto this, and it's a deep crimper, which sounds kind of sexy. It is, it's quite hot, and you
instead of backcombing.
Instead of backcombing, like you want to use this at your root, and it really gives you great volume, but you don't want anybody with their fingers in your hair because it leaves your hair texture very, very coarse and very, very tangly. So you basically look good, not to feel good.
Yeah, so if you're going to be getting hot and sexy with someone and they're going to be all up in your hair, do not use this. This is just for looking good from afar. Do not get close, up and personal. I use it all the time because, hey, no one's getting up in here anyways. So what basically you do is to get root. Like I found that I don't have really thick hair, so I used to back comb a lot, and that would give me broken hair, breakage. And then I would have all this little frizzy dangly stuff that's going out, that's probably happening in my hair right now. But since Jazz from our team too, she made me buy this, and it's changed my life. And basically what I do is where I was gonna back comb, I would just take this and crimp my hair accordingly, and it gives it crimps your hair really fine, like it's really fine crimping, and basically you just break out the crimp, throw your hair on top.
Just back comb actually the crimp, and it gives you like a really great fullness.
And it stays all day.
And hit it with some medium hold hairspray before you let your hair down, and that's gonna last all night.
Well, the information is gonna be below. I could actually say that now. It's gonna be below. We'll put all the information down there. It's Bex BEX. It's a deep crimper, professional heat. Get it?
So one of our biggest questions we get is what hot tools we like to use. So for our classes and for myself too in my kit, I like to use the Hot Tools curling iron in pink titanium. Yes,
Pink Orchid
Studio. And I like
pink things.
They're boss like that. So this is the 1-inch curling iron. I have, when I do bridal clients, I plug in 3. I plug in the 1, the 1 1/4, and the 1 1/2. Reason being, it depends on what area I'm looking for and the type of finish my client wants, and that determines the size of the curl that I'm going to use. But I actually will say that 85% of the time I'm using a 1-inch curling iron. And
what about for yourself?
Curling iron that I use.
Or for like if it's everyone watching out there that doesn't do clients, what should they go by?
I like the 1 1/2. I don't like to wear my hair curly just for myself.
Like a tight ringlet, right?
Yeah, I don't like to use a tight ringlet, and I don't like to wear my hair curly generally. So actually, usually I just like to use the rollers, and then I let it out and I spray it, and that gives you the little bit of like wingy sort of waviness in there. I don't like using a curling iron on myself. Just personally.
When I do use it, I use this one's a 1.5. I use a 1.5 just to flip my hair away from my face, and I just do the front sections, just kind of give that Farrah Fawcett look. The 1.5 is a good one to accomplish that.
Yeah, so if you don't like to wear your hair curly, but you just want a little flip in there, the 1.5 is good. Make sure your hair, when you're doing your sections, that you do hit it with a little bit of medium hold hairspray first. Run the iron through it, flip it away from your face. There is another question too that I get a lot, is how do you curl? We are going to be covering that in another tutorial. Today we're just going to touch on some of our favorite products, and stay tuned for more information on actually how to use the products and the methods and the techniques and how we use them.
And also, what do you want to see us do? What makeup tips, hair tips, sock buns, how to clip in extensions. Subscribe, and also
give us suggestions. We do read them, list them below, and then we'll go through them and answer your questions.
Yes.
So thank you for watching our video, guys.
Yes, thank you. Started from the bottom, now we go. Started from the bottom, now my whole clip here. Hashtag trying too hard.
Hey man, let's get I carry this big thing, and it comes in a small thing.
Yes, it's the same thing, but compact one.
Shut up.
I don't even know what our hashtag's gonna be. Hashtag